You ever feel like the childlike wonder of opening packs full of random cards and sticking your favorites into a deck has been sucked out of the game? Decks today are all about optimizing hand trap ratios and playing the most optimal strategies possible, but where's the fun in that? In this series, we're trying to get to the highest rank in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, Master 1, by only opening Master Packs after every single win. But since we have already reached Diamond, we have entered Master Mode. Now we take 2 Master Packs after every single win. Credit to Cimo and Hausman for inventing. Playing Master Duel Masochist makes me feel like I'm playing a totally new game. But do you know what else can make you feel like you're playing a totally new game?
Are you ready to take your Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel play experience to a new level? The Untapped GG Companion is here for you. Use the deck tracker to know exactly what cards you have in your deck, and to go over any cards you aren't familiar with yet by hovering over them. It instantly updates when you draw a card, and automatically hides if you check your extra deck or graveyard. This is the perfect tool to help you master a new deck. The Untapped GG Companion also lets you import decks directly into the game in seconds. Copy any YDK or YDKE deck string, create a new deck in-game, click the Start Auto Import button, and let us take the wheel. Once the duel is over, check your win rate on your personal stats page. Brag among your friends and share your decks so they can import them into the game too. Start your path to master today by downloading the Untapped GG Companion at ygom.untapped.gg.
Alright guys, welcome back. Last episode we were actually killing it. We were playing the Dark Hole Turbo deck and we did quite well actually. There's something also that was pointed out to me, which is with Tenyies. There's a card that we didn't actually pull that I've been using, which is a normal monster combo deck. I actually didn't pull this card right here, the Tenyi Mula Adhara. I actually never pulled this card. This was from the mandatory daily packs that they were giving when this pack came out, so I actually can't even use this card. So I'm going to go ahead and dismantle it while I still remember. So yeah, I don't actually own that card. I cannot be using it. I would love to use it. It's actually quite cool, but I didn't pull that card in a fashion where we would be allowed to use it. So that's gone now, unfortunately, but that is gone. Hopefully we pull it again. I actually did like the effects on this. You could search any field spell and like can't be destroyed by card effects, targeting protection, 2 battle phase attacks. I thought all of that was really cool. We just can't actually use that card. So that's gone forever, and that needed to be made, that adjustment. And then, like I said, we're using this deck right here, which is our going second Dark Hole Dragon deck. Also, if I could figure out mid-episode, I may actually switch the insect deck in, and we haven't played this yet, but I might actually be playing this insect deck. I think it's really cool, and we might actually play it. It's just we have too much stuff right now going on in this deck, and there's so many cards that do the same thing. There's so many free summons that are just like level, like they're just like free summons. Like this is a free summon, this is a free summon, this is not a free summon, but it's good. This is a free summon. Like there's so many free summons, I have to kind of like sift through them and decide which ones to play. Dragon Bite is like a Goblinberg for insects. Like there's so many cards here that are free summons, and on top of that I'd like to look at some of our synchros, because if I can use this, if I could summon another level 4, I can go into a level 8 directly. Like that would be actually kind of cool. So there's still a lot of things that I actually have to like investigate here and figure out on what to play. Like, and then there's other things, like I have 2 copies of Sneaky Sea, and I have other things. I have to figure out the best way to play the insect deck right now, and there's probably a lot of things I can cut. Like I can keep this, but I can definitely cut like Perfectly Ultimate Gray Moth, and like I want to play the Parasite Paranoid because it's like a free way to get to our boss monster, the Ultimate Great Insect. I guess the only issue with this deck is we lack a little bit of like the boss monster aspect of it. Like we have Cicada King, and we have for going first, and then for going second we have the Ultimate Great Insect for going second. So this is for going first, this is for going second. We have some cool cards. Other than that, the deck is kind of iffy. Like we have kind of like certain like cards like Infinite Intillian, and like little random cards like Mimicking Maneater Bug, Could Stay or Leave. This card is actually quite good, the Crawler Soma, but it requires 2 bricks and we only have 1 copy of it, so I might just cut that entire engine. It's great. Like if you open this, it's great, but the issue is, again, like it requires a little bit of setup. Like if you draw this, it's great, but if you draw these 2, they don't do anything. This is good. Like there's a lot of stuff in here that's actually quite good. I'm going to sift through it over the course of time, and probably maybe in the mid-episode I may be able to play this. Alright, we lost a coin flip, but this hand is actually really good. I'll see if I can break this board. This board's going to be kind of, it's already Blue Eyes plus, there's going to be a lot of stuff. It's Blue Eyes, it's Primite, Blue Eye, but it actually is a good hand. We have Lightning Storm, Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, Alpha, Tenyi Spirit, Shathana. Like, this is a really, really good hand. Torrential Tribute, it's just, I don't know if this is going to be enough to beat the grind game of Blue Eyes. Plus Primite, so it might not be enough. And this guy opened, like, insanely. Yeah, he opened her, plus Primite, Ether Barrel. But it is, like I said, a very good hand for us. Yep, he's going to set that back. Yeah, and that's the other thing. This combo's really long, too. Because he's got to make the Spirit. He's going to add the Mausoleum. He's going to activate the Mausoleum. He's going to send this. He's going to summon Blue Eyes. He's going to add it back. He's going to, like, summon this little girl back. And then it's a long combo. I got to say, I do kind of miss when Yu-Gi-Oh! Didn't take quite as long. Yep, he's going to add Effect Veiler. But then again, a lot of people say that, and like they themselves will play for a long time, so they'll get frustrated when their opponent's taking forever, but they themselves will, you know, play forever, so it is what it is. I definitely could see why combo decks could be fun sometimes. They can be fun. Like memorizing all the combos and stuff, it can actually be fun sometimes. Yeah, memorizing the combos, kind of like playing them out, seeing how they go. Damn, this guy's got some really high rarity Blue Eyes stuff. He's got this, the Blue Eyes. I guess this everyone has this one, but he's got 3 cards at least. Got Maiden. I have some Blue Eyes cards that are kind of high rarity too, I guess. I have Maiden in Royal. I have, obviously everyone has this, and then I have Jet, but I don't have Spirit and all these others. Yep, he's going to end phase. Okay. He's got... If he lets me get to main phase, this is really good. If he lets me get to main phase, he will not be letting me get to main phase. It's kind of weird. I would have let him. I guess you make one into the ultimate. Yeah, makes sense. You make at least one of them into the ultimate, dude. Okay, so here... If I... activate Lightning Storm, he does have this right now, so I think we start with the Special Hurricane before we commit anything to the board. What are we discarding with Special Hurricane? We just need him to... Yeah, we're just trying to get a card here. So we'll go... I think we'll discard Torrential, because right now I don't think Torrential's doing anything for anybody anyway. You can also discard Shathana, because it's not doing anything either. I think Torrential's going to do more than Shathana. So we'll activate that. We'll see what he's got. He's obviously going to negate it. He doesn't have the... He has Dual Beam, but that's coming up next. Yeah, so we'll activate Special Hurricane. He's going to negate it with this guy. He's going to Tribute out again, so he's going to have another Omni negate momentarily. Yep. I'm going to go probably Crimson Dragon. Yep. Yep, he's going to go do that. Special Hurricane is going to get negated. Cool. Okay. And now he's got this other one. Yep. Crimson Dragon, again, is a card that really should be banned because... See, like, this protects everybody from destruction once. It's annoying. I could Kaiju Slumber right now, but he's got protection with this guy. So it won't actually do anything. I guess we kind of have to bait it. Yeah, I don't think I can actually win this in any way. I mean, I could Kaiju Slumber, he protects these guys. And the Lightning Storm's unusable. If I try to Lightning Storm, he protects these cards. Yeah, Lightning Storm protects his back row. This protects his monsters. The Alpha can get negated. I don't have a route to victory here. He has more negates than I have cards possibly to activate, so that was unwinnable, unfortunately. Okay, we lost a coin flip, and unfortunately Lancia does nothing against this deck. Okay, we just lost a coin flip. The hand's looking pretty solid already. These hands have been pretty good, but obviously sometimes it can be a little difficult to go second in Master Duel, even if you draw a very good hand. We have Lightning Storm, Dark Hole Dragon, Forbidden Droplets, Torrential, Needle Sealing. Overall, a fairly good hand. We can Lightning Storm whatever they have. Special summon Dark Hole Dragon for free. And then we also, if we need to, we can Forbidden Droplets, reduce some attack, and then Dark Hole Dragon is protected under its own effect from these two, which is kind of cool. Again, we need to pull this damn Dark Hole. We definitely need to pull the Dark Hole. I don't know what's taking my opponent so long. Their name is Toxic. They're playing a 60 card deck with a 13 card extra deck with a Jinzo. This can't be good. We'll see what happens, but this can't be good. Alright, so they're going to send the Duo Drive to special summon an Ryziel XTE. EXT Ryziel. Or X Ryziel. I'm playing Ryziel. Honestly, not what I expected. In gold with the name Toxic. 13 card extra. Not what I expected at all. But it is what it is. Also, Duo Drive. I think it has non-targeting. Destruction, right? Yeah. Detach 2 materials. Add 2 Ryziel cards. Never mind. One of them has non-targeting destruction effects. I forget which one it is, but I think it's the other one. Detonator, yeah, has non-targeting. Target one card in the field destroyed. Never mind. Targets. But he can't be destroyed by card effects. So at least that's good. We'll see what they do. We'll see what they do. But we have Lightning Storm and stuff. They obviously have plays that they can make. We'll see what we can. So my opponent's going off here. I'm not going to subject you to this. They made a Duo Drive. Something's gone wrong. I don't know what's going on. They're still searching. They're not exactly the greatest Ryziel player I've ever seen in my life, but I'm sure they're doing something right here. I mean, it's Ryziel. It's one of those decks that's good. It'll carry a bonehead to victory, but they're moving kind of slow, obviously. They're 3 minutes in. Maybe it's their first game with the deck. I don't know. It could be their first game with the deck, and maybe they're a little confused about what it does, but like I said, our hand really is looking kind of good. We have Lightning Storm. Lightning Storm will clear out most of this stuff, which is cool. I think Dark Hole Dragon is, like, honestly kind of nice against Ryziel too, because again, they can't be destroyed by card effect. It's kind of like during Ryziel format, a couple of formats ago in the TCG, Blue Eyes Jet was actually really good against Ryziel because it just couldn't be destroyed by card effects, which was nice. Yeah, just couldn't get rid of it. All right, they're gonna make Resonator, which is the boss monster. We can get over this too. Yeah, if this next Cimo is destroyed by card, you can do that. Yeah, we can destroy this too. We can get rid of it with Forbidden Drop. We have plays here. We have Lightning Storm into. We need Lightning Storm into Forbidden Droplets. I don't even know what relevance this card down here does, but okay, this isn't that bad. It's already not that bad. So we can start with. Okay, that's not bad. That's actually not that bad at all. Okay. Okay, we already see the play lines. Let's see, this is negated. Cool. This is. During your main phase. Okay. This has protection effects, but if I negate it, it won't. So. Okay, we start with Lightning Storm, first of all. Lightning Storm, attack position monsters, see if they have a response. Okay, he's going to activate. This is actually dumb on his part because I could, if I had triple tactics, I could do something with it right now. He's going to target to destroy a card. Perfectly fine with me. To destroy that, that's fine. That doesn't negate it or anything. I can activate Forbidden Droplets here. I can actually use Forbidden Droplets with Dark Hole Dragon, but I actually don't want to. Just in case this is a call by, but I will actually activate the Forbidden Droplets, sending this to the graveyard. Confirm. That's it, just one card. I don't want to. I was gonna put Dark Hole Dragon in the graveyard, but if this is a call by, I'm screwed. So I don't want to do that. Maybe he's gonna activate, target another. Again, this is kind of like there's no point to do any of this. I don't know what he's doing. This is not a relevant nor reasonable effect. So that's fine with me. Yeah, it's completely fine with me. Okay, and then there's the Kashtira preparations. Why we're activating this, I don't know. Okay, my card's destroyed, sure. I'm going to go ahead and negate the detonator. Yep, detonator, negated, sure. Doesn't destroy that. Those two are destroyed, cool. Dark Hole Dragon, 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. So we summon this out. 100% I have to activate this. I want it to get ashed. I want them to waste an ash. 1,000,000%. That's one of my favorite parts about this card. We actually don't have a Dark Hole Dragon. I mean, we don't have a Dark Hole. And they just waste Ash. I love it. They see the big monster. They're like, this has got to be good. And then they just Ash it. It can activate even if I don't have one. It's actually kind of crazy. I have no idea why. Oh, no, I do know why. Because it's during the end phase. Which, again, even... Alright, I know why. Like, I know if you were to explain it to me, I know why. Right? This card says, during the end phase of this turn, add 1 Dark Hole. Right? So I understand why. But I don't even have a Dark Hole in my deck. So I really shouldn't even be able to. I guess this is like... on the chance that your opponent activated Grave Robber or something and then took your Dark Hole and you no longer have a valid target, now you potentially could have a valid target if you shuffle back the card that he took back into your deck. Then you could in the end phase have a valid target. I guess under those guidelines it could maybe make a little bit of sense, but we're going to go to battle phase. Yeah, so under those guidelines it could in theory make a little bit of sense. We basically wiped the board here. We wiped everything out. Now he's going to attack. His effects are negated, so I don't even know what was the point of that. So he wiped that stuff out. Main phase 2, set 3 pass. Not bad at all. Honestly, set 2 pass might even be better. Keep the needle sealing for later, just in case this is like a Harpies or something like that. Yeah, I'll probably set 2 pass. I'm going to play around something stupid. I'm going to play around something stupid getting us out of nowhere, so I'm just going to do this. This is more than enough. This is torrential. If he summons something, we wipe the board and trap strike, and then our monster came destroy by card effect. So that's actually not bad. And if he keeps going, then we have needle sealing for later follow-ups and stuff. Okay, it's going to special summon the Ice or Ryziel, Sword of Ryziel. Then add a Light Pyro. I'm actually, since this is special summon, I'm actually going to go ahead and trap trick, trap hole, Nightmare, destroy it, and not let him search. Because I stop 2 things for once. I guess stop a special summon and I destroy it. So I think that's just a better thing to do right now. That's pretty good. Yeah, I destroy that and I stop that. Which is actually, that's kind of a crazy draw. This guy's playing a 60 card deck. He opens that. You would hope the rest of it's like dumb shit, but no, like that's actually kind of crazy. I don't even know what this card could be. Triple Tactics. Yeah, I don't know. Some kind of like meta hand trap type of card for sure. Ghost Ogre is not relevant to us in any way. I mean, it's cool. I'll keep it, but like, I don't particularly need it right now. We don't have any... See, like, if we had a level 11 right now, it'd be kind of sick. If we had the Psychic dude, the level 11, oh man. That would be, like, so good right now. I'd normal summon this, make the level Psychic Riser dude. Effect Veiler out of the blue. Okay, like... You a human or a bot? Like, this is some stupid stuff right now. The crazy thing is this is actually continue main phase. I'm going to battle phase. The crazy thing is this is actually a human being. Like, this isn't even like a bot or anything. Main phase 2, just in case he draws crazy. We'll set that. The crazy thing is actually he actually did open really well. Considering the fact that he's got a 60 card deck, he actually opened really well. Like, he ran through most of his Ryziel engine. Out of a 60 card, like, it really is actually kind of impressive. Now I'm not as afraid, yeah, I'm not as afraid of Harpy's Feather Duster because, okay, he Harpies us, that means he doesn't have anything to attack with. Another Dark Hole Dragon, I will definitely be taking that. That's what this deck is, it's Dark Hole Dragon Turbo. I never feel bad drawing it. It's very strong. If he summons something like Torrential, I get another Dark Hole Dragon. Oh, here we go. Actually, never mind. Thank God I have a Torrential. He just gave me game. Yep, 100%. He just okay. When the card is in attack, special summon this card, destroys a monster by battle. During your opponent activated. Okay, so Torrential now. I hate this guy, by the way. I hate this guy. Thank God I had the out. He just gave his game. This guy just gave his game. We summon another Dark Hole Dragon. Okay, do we want to search? No, no need this time around. Continue attack. Yes, we're not even gonna win right there. We have to go another turn. He just gave his game with that guy. I don't even know what kind of deck this guy's playing. All over the place. But yeah, that guy last time, our opponent summoned one of those. They sat on it, and we couldn't out it for like 10 minutes, and then we just lost. Okay, this is what our opponent was playing. A lot going on here. There's a lot. This is Kashtira, Ryziel, Illusion, Mimicking Maneater Bug, King Tiger Wanghu. Why is that in there? Nobody knows. Emissary of the House of Wax. From the House of Wax. This is another one of those cards I'm starting to realize is kind of a noob card. A lot of noobs really like this card because I've run into it several times on here and on my main account. If I'm ever like in the lower ranks, I run into this card a lot. Like, it seems like noobs really like this card and this card because they're like they're old. They're technically new Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but they're written like old Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like everybody knows Man-Eating Bug, but it's like a better version. And then this guy's just annoying. It seems that noobs really like those two cards. Okay, let's open a master pack. Also, that guy probably wasn't a noob. Sometimes I'll refer to people as noobs, but they're not actually noobs. They're more casuals than they are noobs. Noobs is like you just started playing, but casuals is like you just go on here and just play random shit and just have fun. I didn't mean to do that. Miracle Contact. Okay. This card's not bad. It lets you summon a big elemental Neos card. This is actually a really good card in Neos because you shuffle back, Handfield Graveyard, an elemental hero fusion monster that has Neos' material, which I don't have Neos. Then special summon that fusion monster next to ignoring summoning. So this is really good if you play like a Neos deck. We do have a lot of Noble Knight cards that could be useful one day. What's with all these new cards? This is awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate this. Gaia Child, okay. Red Ogre. Something new happening here? When this card is normal summon, you can send any number of cards from your hand to the graveyard. Target the same number of cards on the field. Return those to the hand. This shit is no Cashier Ogre, that's for sure. Yeah, it's no Cashier Ogre. Normal summon. Level 7. 2 tributes. This actually wouldn't be that bad in a Cashier deck if you had... And by not that bad, I mean there's obviously better cards to play, but you could play this. This wouldn't be that bad in like a Cashier deck where you can normal summon level 7s without tributing, which you would just use the Cashier Birth. You just normal summon this and then you get to do this effect, which is kind of cool. Sky Striker, Scissor Cross, that thing, Dust Dragon, What Dragonfly. Yeah, nothing here. Okay, the game gave me these things for free. These are the Synchro cards. I'm trying to see if there's anything. I usually don't open any of these, but this is the game gave me for free just by looking at the Synchro Festival. But honestly, do we own any of these? I think we own this for sure. I think we own some of these other ones. Like we own Crocosaur. I think we might own this. Like honestly, I don't think there's anything in here that would like be game breaking for us. But like at the same time, I'm probably not gonna open them. Okay, we just lost a coin. We lost all the coin flips today. Our hand is not that great. Lancia is probably on its way out, honestly, because it's not really doing much. If I'm going to be totally truthful with you, depending on the matchup, it really is shitty. Like, it's good against basically one matchup, and it's good against, yeah, it's like, what are they playing? Symphonic? What is this? Yeah, like this is good against Malice, and if they're not playing Malice, it's just trash. It doesn't do anything. But the thing is, every time I take it out, we play against Malice. Like, against this deck, for example, it's going to be terrible. Like, this is where they're playing some kind of a pendulum deck. It's just, it does nothing against pendulums. And then we've got a hand that really isn't that great anyway. See, I'd rather this be any other card. Literally any other card. Perform Pal Pendulum, Sorcerer. You could destroy 2 cards out of Perform Pals with the same name. Yeah, literally any other card I would have rather have had than this right now. So I probably will be adjusting that. Maybe I'll play more hand traps. Maybe I'll play more going second. I think I've basically maxed out on all the going second cards that I could possibly use, honestly. I can Ghost Ogre this. Yeah, I mean, I could Ghost Ogre this. What's the point? There's no point to Ghost Ogre that. Just going to add a Performer Pal. He hasn't normal summoned yet, technically. Yeah, he's going to add Perform Pal Odd Eyes Unicorn. Okay, interesting. You know what? My hand is crappy, but this guy is doing something really funny. So, and I wish I had better stuff, but got more weird scales. Level 1. This card's not bad. If your opponent activated a card or effect this turn, I can Ghost Ogre this. That's nice. Yeah, I gotta figure stuff out here. This doesn't do any... Again, Lancia is just... It's not it right now. Lancia is just not great in gold. It really is kind of a disaster in gold. It's decent in higher ranks, but in gold, Lancia is like what am I doing? Godarla isn't doing anything for us right now. Okay, so we start with Broken Line right there. for sure. And then I think we just set pass. Honestly, I think we just set and pass, because if I give him a Ghidorah, I'd be giving him a bigger monster than a monster that I have. Honestly, and I actually no, I didn't even activate an effect. That's what's crazy. So this isn't even gonna go off. In terms of this stuff, what can he summon? This guy's level 3. He can summon this guy. I'll just keep the Ghost Ogre. Maybe it'll come up, because right now I have nothing. I didn't even activate anything. That's how sad it was. Yeah, literally, I didn't activate a single effect this turn, so he can't even use this Performer Pal, dude. I didn't even use any of the effects or any of the cards, so I would have Ghost Ogred it, but I didn't do anything. Alright, he's gonna Pendulum Summon again. He's gonna summon the little Cactus Man. No point here to solemn that. Yeah, seriously, we just don't have a target 1 card and Pendulum return to the hand, so you can return something, whatever. It's not even that important. I'll save my negates for something that matter. You can return one of these two. It's like, alright, sure. I mean, I guess I can Ghost Ogre this, and then he's stuck on 2 weak-ass monsters. This still gets returned, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. I'll let him return it. I'll Ghost Ogre something at some point. If he makes a big monster, I'll Ghost Ogre it. He's going to make a Link 3, which is the kind of thing I wanted, because then I can just solemn it. I don't be probably beyond Pendulum or something. Enlightenment Paladin. He can add a spell card back to his hand. He doesn't have any. Destroys an opponent's boss by battle. Inflict. I mean, that's not. None of those effects are really that crazy. But he sunk 3 monsters into it. That's the only reason I would do this. Yeah, I kind of want a Judgment because he sunk 3 monsters into it. But at the same time, there's nothing like. I pay half my life points to. Like, is this really necessary? And the answer is probably not. I don't really. Honestly, I will do that just because this guy is kind of dangerous, so I'll just get rid of him. He sunk 3 monsters into it. It's not like it's a broken card in any way, but I'll get rid of it. It could add back a spell, but he doesn't even have a spell, and he did use a Magician. He's going to use Humid Winds. Dried Winds, so I'm going to definitely Broken Line the Dried Winds. Do a nice 1-for-1 trade. Again, I don't have like any of my boss monsters or anything. I'm already coming up with things to replace the Artifact Lancia package with. Because honestly, I think I pretty much play all my board breakers that I possibly have. I mean, I guess I could play like Lightning Vortex and stuff like that. I could potentially play that stuff, but yeah, the Artifact Lancia is really not it. It's just not really doing much for us. End phase didn't even attack. Yeah, it could have attacked. Yeah, the Artifact Lancia is just very not for us right now. I think he forgot he could even attack. I think we'll just set this. I think we'll just go ahead and set this Ghost Ogre finally. Protect our life points, because our life points are very low, and I really don't have cards that can stop all that right now. We're technically up on card advantage, but this is basically like another deck for him. This is like basically another hand for him, because as long as he gets the right scales, he's throwing shit out onto the field. Okay, he's going to activate Flame Strike, which can potentially destroy a card or add one. He's going to add one. Nothing I can do about that. Okay, he's going to add the Odd Eyes Performer Pal Dragon, or Pendulum Dragon, just a regular. It's just fine with me, I guess. He's going to activate the scale. Yep. 1 through 4. Not really a wide range, but he can still summon the Unicorn. He can summon the Symphonic Warrior. And he can return a Performer Pal card. I mean, the good thing is if he summons one more monster, then I can use Needle Sealing, which actually is pretty good. It destroys everything except for my monster. So I hope he does have a normal summon. Actually, no, he normal summon. No, yeah, he doesn't have a normal summon. Yeah, that's fine. I actually would love for him to normal summon something. Or he's going to make a Link 2. We'll see what it is. Or a Synchro. Like, this guy's throwing me off 4 or 5 times. Wow. The Moon Eating Dragon. Discard Synchro Summon. Activate gains 300 for each tuner. Inflict 300 to your opponent for... Damn, he's going to inflict life points. For each non-tuner used. There's nothing really I could do about that. Actually, he's 1500 attack. You know what? I'm actually going to use the Forbidden Droplets because I don't want him to gain that attack. Yeah, because then I can get over it. I'm going to get rid of the Godarla. I just don't see myself using Godarla in this duel. We'll do that. And then we'll save some life points. Next turn, if we have to tribute summon for Artifact Lancia, we will. The Artifact Lancia might be on its way out. Because honestly, it's just not that great. I might replace it for that bug that we haven't played in a really long time since we're going second. The bug I'm talking about is the... there's a bug. It was one of the new Maxis, but it destroys during the end phase. So I might actually use that thing. Because it's a free summon, guaranteed. It doesn't have to be Malice or anything like that. It's a free summon. I know I haven't played it in a long time and I gave up on it, but I might actually bring it back. This is a very underwhelming monster, by the way. I only use Forbidden Droplets because it drops the thing by 300. Because it inflicts 300 and gains 300, which would have clashed with our Ghost Ogre. Actually, looking back, I could have probably not done that, and I would have been fine. Yeah, I could have probably not done that. Finally, drawn blood there. Alright, he's going to go end phase. I really need some sort of back row removal right now because these scales are like infinite resources for him. Yeah, this is going to use this. Actually, I'm actually going to Ghost Ogre this. That way he doesn't get to... this card gets destroyed and he doesn't get to add, which is nice. Yeah, so that gets destroyed. He finally get rid of his scales. And now I can hopefully draw something usable. Oof, look at these damn columns. Nothing's lined up. Alright, we're taking some damage. I'll save the Lancia. I could line it up later, but nothing's really lined up right now. I'll go to end phase. Jesus. We need to draw a monster. Bad. If we draw a monster, we have some decent plays here if we draw a monster. I can't believe I might actually lose to this. It's 'cause I'm telling you, this Lancia just does nothing for us. It just does nothing for us. In a lot of duels, it does nothing. Yeah, same thing with Phantasme. It's just like these anti-Malice cards. This is 3. The only he can't Pendulum Summon anything right now. Yeah, nothing. He's going straight to battle phase. If I lose to this, I'm going to be very disappointed with myself. Because there's nothing I can do. Like, I have to draw a monster. But I can, I guess, survive another turn as long as he doesn't draw anything. He also could have just normal summoned this. Yeah. He could have just normal summoned this. I'm just struggling here because I keep drawing garbage. Kashtira Ogre to the rescue. Okay. Well, at least that's good. Things are looking very dire there for a second. So we'll special summon this out in this column. We'll special summon this out. Actually, no, let's search. Yep, we'll also activate this to destroy probably this guy. Yep, destroy this. Get rid of the pendulums. Search for this. Sure, get rid of the pendulum column, and this duel is over. It's effectively over. So now we go to battle phase. He can't use the columns, and he's cooked. And we reset the top of it. It's crazy. A one draw really changed this game. None of these things matter. I really don't care what he draws. None of those cards are good. This guy doesn't matter. During damage checks, if opposed attacks, you can make that monster. Actually, it's kind of dangerous. I'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, he can draw the trap card that destroys back row. That's fine. My back row's not that good anyway. Main phase 2, end phase. Sure, set this, pass. That's it. Also, I could... You ready for this? I'm going to set this hoping he destroys it. I set that hoping it destroys it. Yeah, hopefully he destroys this card. I'm going to activate preparations right away. Okay, he's going to set a card. We know what it is. It's the Heavy Storm Duster. We already know what it is, which is perfect for us. As if he destroys it, we get a free artifact Lancia. Galactic Spiral. Again, this is another card I'm on the fence about. There's been so many. Every time we've drawn it, it's been unsummonable. Like, yeah, in theory, it's good, but every single time we've drawn it, it hasn't been able to be summoned. We'll once again use this, just in case for some reason that isn't the Heavy Storm Duster that we saw. It is the Heavy Storm Duster. Let's see if it pays off that I set this right here. Does he pop this card? This has been on the field for quite some time. Let's see. Do you activate that on the Lancia? Yep, the Lancia. Perfect. I knew he was going to do that. I knew he was going to do that. Yep, Ogre. You could take the donkey. You could take that donkey. Goodbye. Goodbye, Call the Haunted. Not that this duel is going to last any longer. And I guess no, never mind. This doesn't go through. Oh, well. During your opponent's turn, if this set card is destroyed. It was during my turn, so I guess not. Yeah, that Galactic Spiral might be on its way out. Alright, here's my opponent's deck. It's a total mess. I don't think this person was a bot, but this deck is a mess. This guy's not a noob. He's just doing his own thing, and I respect it. I really do. Okay, let's open up a master pack and see what we get here. And hopefully it's something good. We have a glow. Always nice to see. Always nice. We actually almost lost that, which is actually kind of scary. We have a hollow under here, Black Garden. That can be good in certain situations. If a monster is normal or special summoned, except by Black Garden, have its attack controller, and that's permanent. Then the controller of that monster special summons a rose token to their opponent's field, which is kind of cool. So we activate this. Our opponent gives us free monsters. Kind of nice. It has the attack. Target one monster in your graveyard with attack equal to the attack of all plant monsters on the field. Destroy this. And as many plant monsters in the field as possible. Destroy all of them. Special summon the target. It could be good depending on the deck, but that first effect's kind of decent in a lot of situations. We'll see what else. Skyscraper, another field spell. Dragonfly. Sirocco. Absorb Fusion. Gravekeeper's Assailant. And another copy of Infernoble Arms. Joy Fuse. Let's see what this is here. We've got Time Thief, Power Reserve. This is actually a good card, honestly. This is actually great for our... I don't know if this is great for our... this card's not bad for our Time Thief. It's great with Time Thief. So basically what this card does is it special summons itself as a 19 attack, 2500 defense. Decent stats on it. So it's good for our Odeon, our Odeon deck. Which is kind of nice. It's good for our... Yeah, it's very good for our Odeon deck. It's very good for our rank 4 deck, stuff like that, because it summons itself as a level 4 monster, which is great. On top of that, it can special summon a Time Thief monster from your hand or deck, which means that this card can be ashed when you activate it, which kind of sucks. But yeah, you can summon... The problem is we only have one copy of this. If I had 3 copies, I would perhaps consider playing this. But our Time Thief engine is very, very small. I'll look at it shortly after this, but our Time Thief engine is very small. But I'm not mad about pulling this card in any way. It is a very good card. It's probably one of the best Time Thief cards that exists out there, other than Redoer, because it summons a normal monster that is a trap card. It's great for Time Thief. It special summons a Time Thief monster from the hand, deck, or graveyard, which is great because you could summon the one that searches. Again, great, and it's from hand, deck, or graveyard. And then when you have a XYZ monster that has a spell and a trap, you can banish this card from the graveyard, banish a card on the field, non-targeting. So all of these effects are good. It's just, when you have 1 copy, it might not be good. If we had 3 copies, it'd be fantastic, because then we can guarantee it. The other kind of issue with this card is it is kind of slow, because you have to survive your opponent's turn, and then this goes off. But again, it's a little bit slow, honestly. Okay, let's check out what's going on with this. Again, this card is very good. It's like Angel Statue, but not quite as good. Angel Statue has proactive effects, so we can run into things and destroy them. This has effects like non-targeting, destroy things. It also has proactive effects to negate a summon, for example. This has so many decent effects on it, whereas this card, while it's good, it has to basically survive for a turn. So it kind of is one of the things that is negative about it. We'll go to related cards. See, we're missing Winder. Which is the searcher of the deck. That's important, because if we have the trap card, you can activate the trap card, special summon a Winder. When this card is normal or special summon, you search. So that's pretty good. We can't really do that. We have Regulator, which is quite good. This is a 1-card starter. You can tribute this to summon 2 Time Thief monsters. It's a 1-card starter, as long as it doesn't get ashed. If it gets ashed, it's not that great, because again, if you normal summon this, activate, tribute, summon 2 Time Thief, they can ash it, and then you have nothing on field. The advantage with Buzzsaw Shark is if we summon Buzzsaw Shark and they ash it, it still survives. And then they've got Adjuster. If you normal summon a Time Thief monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Decent. If this card is normal special summon, you can send a Time Thief card from your deck to the graveyard. Also, we have Retrograde and stuff like that. We have this, Flyback or Hack, not that good. Startup, not that good. We're missing these 2. They're good in the deck, but outside of the deck, not really that good. We're missing this one. This one's whatever. This is the one that we're kind of missing that's like kind of a big deal. But yeah, if we had more copies, it'd be nice. This is technically a starter, though. Like, this is good. We have Bezel Ship. We have Chronographer, Adjuster. Like, we have some good cards. This being the best. These 2 being the best cards that we've got. Of course, Time Thief, Redoer. But, like, we have a decent little engine here with Time Thief. And we have the Retrograde. We used to play this, but, like, every single time we would build a deck around it, we'd, like, we'd never have a way to get to Time Thief if we open this, which kind of sucked. But, yeah, this is, like, a cool card. It's just a little bit slow. Now, on another note here, I have honestly tried this card. I think we've been playing this deck for 3 or 4 episodes now. I've never successfully summoned Galactic Spiral Dragon a single time. Not once. I've never summoned it. I've never summoned Galactic Spiral Dragon a singular time in the entire time that we've been playing this. No one can say that I didn't give it a try. We've dueled probably 20, 30 duels at this point with this deck. I've never once been able to summon it. I think by that point, I think we get rid of it. Like, I can't. I've never summoned it successfully. I never have. I put it in, I took it out, I tried it again, and I have never yet to successfully summon it. So I'm getting rid of it. Lancia, I'm getting rid of. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to keep the other guy. I'm going to keep Hunter, because Hunter's technically a free summon. So we can discard the special summon. It's 2,500 and has a floodgate effect that your opponent cannot banish constantly. So it could still be good. So we'll keep that around. And the card that I want to try and I forgot the card's name, but I actually want to try this card right here, which is the Sneaky C. I want to try this because it technically works with this deck. We tried this before and it didn't work out, but we didn't have a deck built around this, so I guess it was whatever. But this is basically, it's more generic than like Lancia and Galactic Spiral Dragon. When your opponent special summons a monster, special summon this card from your hand in face down defense position, and if you do, during the end phase, change it to face up defense position. And then if this card's flipped face up during the end phase, destroy all special summon monsters. So basically your opponent special summons something, you set it face down, and when they end, this flips face up and you blow up their board, non-targeting, and it triggers the Dark-Hole Dragon. And even if it doesn't trigger Dark-Hole Dragon, it is a board wipe. And at the very least, they have to waste the negate, and it can't be a Spell Trap negate, which is kind of nice because Spell Trap negates are set face down. So they can't like imperm this. Because it's face down on the field. So they actually have to use like a monster pop on this or a monster negate on this if they've got one. So we're going to try this card. If it's terrible, I don't care. It's not the biggest deal in the world. It looks cool. And honestly, it's going to do more than Lancia. Lancia hasn't done anything for us in quite some time. So yeah, Lancia's gone. And then, like I said, the Galactic Spiral, I've never once successfully summoned that card ever in this entire, the entire time we've been playing this deck, we've never actually used it once. Alright, we lost a coin flip again. We've lost every coin flip today. I was going to go second anyway, but it is kind of weird that we've lost basically every coin flip today. They're playing Math Mech. I have a Bestial Magnuma, which is nice. We'll see if it comes up, but it could. Yep, it's going to come up. It's going to come up. It's going to come up it's going to come up immediately, actually. So we're going to use that. Sigma on the, or a Magnum on the Sigma. Summon that in defense. We do have Special Hurricane, which conflicts with a couple of things, but it's fine. I'll take it. It's whatever. We have a few conflicting effects here, but it's not the end of the world. Special Hurricane, okay. Judgment. Yeah, Special Hurricane would destroy our own monster, which sucks for me, but it's life. Not everything works out all the time. It's going to activate the Cybernet Mining, okay. I swear, no matter where you are on the Master Duel ladder, there is a guy with an Asian name playing Mathmech. Or Cyber's Pile. It doesn't matter where you are. Rookie, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, master. It doesn't matter where you are. There's always a guy with an Asian name playing Cybers. Guaranteed. It's without a doubt. Every single time. Yep, he's going to make the Allen Burschen. Yeah, he's going to do the usual diameter, Allen Burschen, the usual combo. We've seen this a million times. Funny enough, I actually do have... I think I have 2 copies of this, believe it or not. Circular. I have this. I have 2 copies of Circular, which is insane, but I do have like multiple copies of that. I think I have 3 diameters. Like, I have these cards. I don't need them, but I have them. All right, Transcode Talker. Yeah, we've seen these combos before. Obviously, they're quite repetitive at this point. Okay, so this is what our opponent ended on. Not really anything crazy. I don't know what we're playing Connect for with these monsters, but I think here we could probably search Dark Hole Dragon because he seems pretty decent. We can discard Dark Hole Dragon. Do quite a lot. We could discard him off the Special Hurricane and do something, and then we can get this dude right here. I think this is pretty decent. Definitely start off with Special Hurricane, see where we go. This is pretty good too. Gamma Seal's pretty good. Just gonna activate this, pay 1,000, draw, sure, whatever. I think you can do it, what, 3 times or something like that. Yeah, a Maxi. Oh, what a beautiful draw. How fortunate of him. How fortunate of him. Okay, so we'll start with... And unfortunately, I like, what am I supposed to do? That's just... Shit happens. Like, that's just really good for him. Activate Dark Hole Dragon. Or discard Dark Hole Dragon for the Special Hurricane. Will blow up the board. Like, that's so lucky. He really drew that Maxi off of that, because now I have, like, nothing. I guess our dude can't be destroyed. Or this dude can't negate any of the blah, 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 blah. Something here is protecting him. I don't even know what he made, what's protecting him here, but we can activate this effect to search. I think I'm going to try to, if that's perfect, I'm going to try to steal his monster here in a moment. Let me see. The card that he has face down is probably the trap card for Mathmex, if I think. Yeah, I think it's the trap for the Mathmex. This guy did a whole lot of nothing. Okay. Again, we're going to try to bait stuff out here. We're going to special summon this. If that is probably the trap card for Mathmex, which I can use triple tactics to steal something in a second. Summon this out. Yep. Summon another Dark Hole Dragon. I love having multiples. I'm good with it. Cool. Then we will go into... I guess we could go into this dude to negate everything, but like, he's 4,000. Yeah, there's no point for that. Hermetic Sunman. And Dragon type monster from your hand. Do we have any dragons in hand? No. Draglubion. I guess we can make Draglubion, and if everything fails, we just do something else afterwards. Because the Hermetic Sun doesn't actually help anything right now. I'm trying to remember if the Mathmech trap card... Actually, I don't have to remember. I guess I could kind of cheat a little bit. Yeah, I can just cheat a little bit. Related cards. The equation. I guess we'll activate this now. We'll try to take control of a monster our opponent controls. And take control of this guy. Never mind, he's just unaffected by everything. Again, I guess I missed something, because he's unaffected by everything. I don't know what is making him unaffected by everything. Negate any monster effects. Your opponent, blah, blah, blah. Quick effect, you could send blah, 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 blah. You can, okay, you can attack. Nothing on here says that he's unaffected at all. But I'm sure he used something to make him unaffected by it. Because nothing on this card says he's unaffected. I had the out. I have a kaiju. Right? I have a kaiju for him. So I had the out to his, like... I had the out. But I couldn't, like, nothing on that card tells me that he's unaffected by everything. Now he uses the super factorial. Which, again, I would have done that sooner. I would have done that effect sooner, but the card, I try to deal with it alternatively. I wasted 2 cards trying to use it. Nothing on here says that it's unaffected, but something is making it unaffected, which is kind of whack. Yeah, there wasn't even like an influence thing, like it's just... Now I just lose multiple cards, send one random, send a monster, non-targeting, he's going to send that. Guess we go to battle phase. He's got a full hand loaded up because he's got a totally full hand loaded up now. I have 1 card, he has 6. And that kind of sucks for me. Yeah, 1 card, he has 6. Again, I have no clue what was making his monster unaffected by everything. There wasn't even like a little thing that said it underneath. I have no chance of winning this duel, unfortunately, too. I have no chance because he's got 6 cards. All he has to do is just make the final Sigma attack me for 6,000. Like, that was actually kind of corny. Nothing about that told me like, oh, this is unaffected by everything. All right, we just won the coin flip, but obviously we have a going second deck, and this is... That name is outrageous. That name is absolutely outrageous. I don't know how that's allowed. I don't know how that's allowed at all. Alright, so our opponent's going to activate the effect target 1. Alright, so the target I'm guessing is this little dude here. So we're going to go ahead. Perfect card right now. Magnamut. Target the one he targeted. And we can destroy, well, not destroy, we can banish that. Prevent him from special summoning. Summon the Bestial Magnamut right here, because we need to line up the columns. That doesn't destroy, or maybe it does destroy. Okay, never mind, it does destroy, and then we'll activate Bestial Magnamut. Our hand is like kind of whatever. We do have a Gamma Seal, which is cool. Destroy one monster. Alright, so they're going to do this effect. They opened fairly well. What is that, Bone Party? Yeah. My opponent's accidentally playing again around Iron Dragon Tiamat, but it doesn't really matter because we have Gamma Seal. Gamma Seal is very good against it. We have the potential to maybe use a Tiamat on their turn, depending on what happens. Yep, he's going to destroy that. If he lines up the columns, we might be able to Tiamat. It could happen. Yep, so he's going to activate this and this. Special this from Graveyard Fusion. This is another deck that's like kind of difficult to play against. It's kind of underrated if you ask me. I'm going to Fusion Summon into the big guy. He's accidentally playing around. Yeah, he's accidentally playing around the Iron Dragon Tiamat. There's no reason to be playing in this like weird fashion, but he happens to be playing around our Tiamat right now. Yep, he's going to send a bunch of cards and add a Memento Sheehan, little Karibo Memento card. Add that back. I think it's once per turn though, right? As we learn it's not. Add Field Spell using this dude. In your Memento monster battles, your opponent can activate spell trap cards. Okay. Yep, this thing's really good. Yeah, this is like very much a real deck. If you don't have interruptions, it's tough. We did have an interruption. It was a decent one, but he had follow-up, so it didn't matter. We activated Bestial Magnamut. He already had 3 monsters in graveyard. Like shit, you know, things are already going a little too well. If you have 3 monsters in graveyard, my one Bestial Magnamut might not be enough. Okay, so my opponent's gonna link away into Cross Sheep. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I guess you could Fusion Summon now. So you add it back to Fusion. You can special summon one from graveyard. Honestly, I'm looking at this like this is one of those duels where it's like it's starting to look more and more unwinnable every second. If you activate some Memento Fusion, we can get away with some stuff. Yep, he's gonna reveal all that. Cool. He's gonna, I think, probably, yeah, that guy's gonna just summon him. He's crazy too. Yep, he's gonna destroy that. I just need him to summon a monster right here. That's what I need him to do. He just continues not to. Like, again, these people sometimes... Or at least activate a spell card here. It's like almost like they accidentally play around Tiamat. It's actually like insane. Make a Appaloosa. Okay. And this card's annoying too. Yep, now he's going to summon the Memento Horned Dragon, which is Tri-Horned Dragon. Memento version. End phase, I'm definitely going to activate Tiamaton. Definitely going to activate Tiamaton in the end phase. Yep. He's going to negate it with Appaloosa, but that's fine. You definitely at least want to activate it. Just to at least blow a negate. I like how he just like activated cards all over. He's playing chess, checkers, everything. He was activating cards everywhere, but... Okay, let's see. Do we waste negate? We'll summon it here. Activate this effect. Yep, this activates. He has to negate it with Appaloosa. If he doesn't, then he doesn't. No, he lets it through. Okay. He lets it through, sure. The Anglo Witch. Yep, sure, that gets destroyed. Bestial Magnamut. We'll get the Dark Hole Dragon for sure. Yeah, for sure we want Dark Hole Dragon out there. Actually, we can also go with a Bestial Baldrake. Do I have another access to Dark Hole Dragon? No, I don't. Oh, but I have him though. I have the. I should add him instead. Dark Hole Bestial or him. Probably add him over. Okay, that's good. So we'll draw for turn. Sneaky Seat, late to the party. Would have been actually a good card to draw. Special summon right here. Yes, tribute her. Yep, Gamma Seal right there, perfect. Sneaky Seat would have actually been really good. We'll save that for a later date. We don't need that immediately. We can activate this, special summon the other one. Let me see where we can activate this, destroy. He has a quick effect to destroy cards. This guy could have been a decent candidate too for he could have been a decent candidate for the Kaiju too, but I think Appaloosa would have been better. Appaloosa stops a lot of stuff, so we'll activate this. We'll see what our opponent does. They can destroy things here. For sure they can destroy things. Yep, he's going to destroy cards equal to the Memento monster. He controls 3, so he can destroy 3. Oh, never mind. Yep, he's going to destroy 2. Or he should, yeah. Never mind, the monster's no longer on board, so it can't be destroyed. Okay, fine. Honestly, this is like kind of a rough one right now. It's not easy playing against Memento. Like, it really is one of those decks that's like very annoying to play. He's going to destroy 3 cards. What does he do? And then he gets, yeah, like this deck has so much recursion, and it's like once they set up and that graveyard's full, you're just screwed. It's one of those decks that's like not that broken in theory, but I actually really kind of don't like playing against. If that sounds kind of crazy. Like there's decks that are not as good as others, but there's like this deck I find more annoying sometimes than like Malice or Stun to play against. We will be using Sneaky Sea actually. Now that I think about it, we will be using it. Because during the end phase it'll flip. When does it flip? During end phase of this turn. Destroy all special summon monsters on the field. Honestly, this will destroy all the monsters. We can just save our card. We just save this dude for later, or we can summon something that can't be destroyed by card effect. What can not be destroyed by card effect? I don't think we have anything that can't be destroyed by card effect. I mean, we can get Dark Hole Dragon out of the deck. That's pretty much. I think we just set Torrential on end. I think we just do that. We go to end phase. This flips. Yeah, we go to end phase. This flips up. We're gonna go Memento Fusion. Rough stuff going on right now. I'm gonna summon the twin dude. I had 2 different mementos. Just gonna add an Anglo Witch and another dude. The problem is, again, the deck has so much recursion. Just gonna add this guy again. Like, it's so much. It has so much, especially some Memento monster from graveyard. Is there a main phase? Nope. We go to end phase. This card flips face up, destroys all monsters on the field. All special summon monsters. So it's not bad. It's like a little nuke, but it's not good when you draw it late. And then we played against the worst possible deck. We were playing basically a dark hole deck, and our opponent has like a deck that benefits off of a dark hole deck. It's actually kind of like frustrating. They have like the perfect deck to play against us, because every time we destroy something, you have 4 effects. Even our torrential, like we have torrential. If I torrential this, he has 3 other effects he's going to be able to use. So honestly, I don't see myself winning this. Every time I do something, I help him more than I hurt him. Okay, we just won the coin flip, and the hand's not looking too bad. Honestly, Shithana, Sneaky C, Needle Ceiling. Sneaky C is definitely a card you want to see going second. It's kind of like Max C in the fact that if you see it after, it kind of sucks. But it's good if you see it beforehand. Yeah, when your opponent special summons a monster. So it's like a good card. They are playing Zolga the Prophet. What is going on here? Uh-oh. I think we're playing against a bot. I think we are playing against a bot now, based on what I'm seeing here. We draw Sneaky C. Our opponent doesn't special summon. What else is new? Bestial Magnamut. No way to summon it. Alright, we're going to make shit happen right now. So we're going to special summon this guy using Zolga. Tributing Zolga. I'm trying to wrap up the process here. So we're going to special summon that. I don't know what response he has. He's definitely a bot, though, 1,000,000%. Unless it's a person pretending to be a bot. I think it's a bot. They're gonna activate the embodiment of Apophis, which is fine with me. Actually, yeah, I'll do this. I'll activate Sneaky C. Again, I don't think the card's that bad. We never got to use it before, but it's actually not that bad. We'll now special summon these two and just pass. Yeah, special summon these two. Also, we could have tributed to, but no, we're going to special summon these two, go to end phase. End phase is going to flip, nuke the board. If we had Dark Hole Dragon, we'd get a Dark Hole Dragon into this, but we don't. But we do have Bestial Magnamut now, so we will get a Dark Hole Dragon eventually, and we have like Needle Ceiling, Judgment, Shithana. We have multiple ways to trigger it if we need to, so good things are happening right now. They're going to summon out Regulator, which I'm fine with. They tribute that. They can go into... Actually, Regulator's not bad. They can go into the other 2 monsters, go into an Exceed. If they go into an Exceed, I have Judgment for that. They don't do any of that. Because, again, they're a bot. See, we draw, like, decent hands against the bot. That's what's frustrating. We finally get some good hands, and it's against the bot anyway. Because that really was a good hand. We had, like, the Max C card, and, like, we had some decent stuff. It was just against the bot. Also, I should have summoned this in attack mode because he's a bot, so he's going to probably just crash into my monster no matter what. Yeah, I just should have just summoned it in attack mode. But I guess it's fine, sure. Yep, end phase, apply. We're going to add... What are we going for? Instant damage right now. We can't do this guy because we have to control no monsters. Or he has to have a big monster. He doesn't. Dark Hole Dragon. We can go Tiamaton right now for some extra damage. Which I think I will just go for... Actually, no. Then I might as well just go for Bestial Baldrake if I'm going to go for extra damage. But I don't have any darks. Neither does he. Okay. Okay. Well, he'll have dark soon enough. He'll have dark soon enough. So we'll summon this out. Link that away into Monk. Yep. We're going to flip up the Bestial Magnamut, and we're going to go straight to the battle phase. And now we have enough to get our Bestial Baldrake in circulation. Main phase, set this, pass. Cool. Not so bad, I guess. Not so bad. Like I said, these rank 8s I almost never make. Okay, it's not that like I'm missing an extra deck. It's not like I'm ever like, damn, if I only had this other card in my extra deck. I almost never use the extra deck anyway, other than like Monk, Nightmare Phoenix, the occasional rank 8 being this or this I usually make, but that's pretty much it. And then like I make rank 4s. These are the 2 rank 4s I make. Dark Arm Dragon I've never made because you'd have to see 2 copies of Ogre to even get that far, which we never have. So he's going to summon this girl. It's just fine with me. I still have Chthana in graveyard. Sure, summon that if you want to. I'm not going to waste the judgment on that. On the off chance that he's got something crazier, I'll let him do this. Okay, perfect. He's attacking to the bigger monster anyway. Like I said, these games against the bots are like kind of whatever. They're in gold. They're kind of sometimes a relief game when you've been playing non-stop against just like you play against Memento and you play against a bot afterwards. It feels like a cold shower on a hot day. Like you feel so much relief. You're like it just feels fantastic. So we'll just attack. I already obviously know it's over, and he's a bot and he's not going to do anything other than this. So let's go open some pack. A pack. Alright, let's open up a master pack and see what we get. Hopefully it's something useful. I'm pulling a lot of nonsense. Actually, we pulled some new cards, so I can't really complain. Time Thief stuff wasn't bad. Like, we pulled some decent stuff today. I can't really complain. This guy, yeah, if your opponent controls a monster, you control no monsters, you can target one fusion monster in your graveyard, banish this card. From the field, that target, special summon Dragon, Synchro monster from extra deck, whose levels that is so specific. This works with some girl, I forget her name, but it's like a world's smallest archetype, but they're like the underworld cards. And it's a hard once per turn, and it locks you into synchros, whatever. Okay, Yosenju, that we already have that. We don't use it that often. Cyber Dragon Nova. I mean, it's objectively a good card. It is objectively a good card. It's just I'd have to get level 5 machines. I'd have to get Infinity. I can play this, and if my opponent makes me send to the graveyard with a Dogmatica, maybe it could come up, but mostly I don't know. Karakuri, AIQ, and then we've got a hollow under here. Battling Boxer, Nova Kaiser, 2 level 4 monsters, gains attack for each material attached, so probably have 2. It'll have 2500 attack once per turn during the end phase. Attach one battling monster from your hand or graveyard as material. Okay, when this card in your possession is destroyed by your opponent's card effect sent to the graveyard, it has material. Target level 4 in your graveyard up to the number of materials, special summon them. This card is basically exclusive to battling boxes, which we do have some decent ones, but that's not enough to make it worth playing. And, okay, so we lost a coin flip, and our opponent just scooped. I don't know what they're playing, but we're going to find out. And we rank up. Not that it's a big deal anyway, but we rank up. Cool. Nice to see. Okay, this is what my opponent was playing. They were playing 60 card Horus, which we haven't seen in a while. We actually haven't seen Horus in a while. They were playing 60 card Horus with Sword Soul, with Swift Iron Scarecrow, and Tenyi, and Yang Zings. I can imagine there was maybe a brick going on in their hand. Mare. We don't have this. I wish we did have this, actually. We are really missing this card, funny enough. Retaliating Sea, we don't have a... No, Mare we actually do kind of need. Because it would be really good for our Tenyi deck. Let's open up another Master Pack. Nice. Get a nice quick one at the end. Didn't even earn it. Okay, let's see what we got here. Bujinki, Centipede, Izuna. We've got an Ogdoadic card. We've pulled so many of these. I'll see afterwards if there's enough to even play. Gem Knight, one of the new Gem Knights. Gimmick Puppet, Gen X Alley, and Trickstar Kulita. Cool, whatever. Let's see what is the super rare Unending Nightmare. It's our second copy. This card's good, but it's just... The problem with this card is it's like such a side deck card. Main decking it is like what... It's not a bad card. It's just very much a side deck card, and... Unless there's a meta where it's very important, there's a very important like continuous spell or trap, it usually isn't that great. Okay, let's open up these legacy tickets and see if there's anything in here that we need. I keep forgetting too, a couple episodes we pulled some decent stuff. Okay, we pulled a lot of cards. Anti-Aircraft Flower is super rare. Tribute 1 insect on the field, inflict 800. Okay. Doku Rider, very expensive card in real life, but not good. Can't do that. We're not doing that to ourselves. Fishborg Planter. Okay, once per turn, this card's in your graveyard. You can send the top card of your graveyard. If it's a water special summons card. I guess it's not the worst. Master Craftsman. Now good. Lockout Guard. Now Tower of Babel. Berfamit. Okay. Do I need to read any of these? I don't think so. I think these are all... I mean, this card could be good in certain situations in a burn deck, but not really. These cards are not the best. La, 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 la.